a guy came to me a couple of years ago. I'd never met him. He was referred to us by another client of ours, and he was a professional, providing a professional service. And he was a partner in a firm that was telling him that he needed to retire this coming year. Now that was about 3 or 4 years sooner than he was expecting to want to retire, but because of his position in the practice, he was being forced to retire by the other partners. He came to me extremely worried and concerned, feeling like he'd failed his wife, because he'd got to the point where he didn't think he had saved enough money to be able to retire. And he was really concerned that retiring now would leave them destitute in retirement. And so I spent some time with him at our exploration meeting, and I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. But I spent some time with him really understanding what his situation was, what retirement wanted to look like for him, what were his priorities. And what we were able to do was take somebody that really didn't think they could afford to retire, that was worried about having to go off and look for more work in his 60s, and show him actually that he could afford to retire and do all of the things he wanted, including getting the new kitchen for his wife, which he'd promised her. So we've shown lots and lots of people in situations like that how they can afford to retire, even though they thought they perhaps couldn't. And that's what we do at Efficient Portfolio. Now, over the years, I've seen people make many different mistakes. But in my book, The Dream Retirement, I've summarised or categorised those because I think there are 8 significant investment mistakes that people make with their money. And we want to try and stop our clients and our people that come and see us making these same mistakes, because it does happen time and time again. And an example of that is people collect old pensions from previous companies and from things that they were sold by other previous advisors, and they collect them and they drag them behind them like cans behind a wedding car, and they have no real planning, there's no forward planning. These things are just dragged behind them, and they expect these cans that are being dragged behind them, these old pensions, to deliver them the retirement of their dreams, and they're surprised that all of this collection of stuff doesn't deliver them the retirement that they expected. So we help people plan in a much more savvy way. And one of the ways that we do that is by using a tool called a lifetime cash flow forecast. Now, a lifetime cash flow forecast is how we help clients clarify